The glow. Do you see this? Do you see this? Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back if you are new. Hello, my name is TheShai. Today we're featuring a special guest. Boom. Got a huge spot on my cheek, so please let's just ignore her. And then boom, my forehead. Oh my gosh, you guys, whenever I get braids or I just take my frontals off, it's just like, wow sis, like your forehead is really large. But we're gonna love it, live with it, love it, because it's how God made me. I'm gonna give you a summer everyday makeup routine when it's like, you know, 24, 25 degrees. Anything more than that, I'm gonna get a lash, a highlight, and a gloss. That's what you're gonna get from me. They are the essential workers. It's just up to what you can tolerate, but for me, 25 is like my limit for a full face. After that, the essential workers are clocking. Word to Biddy. So brows are done. I use my XX Revolution pencil. For my primer, I'm actually gonna try out this Anyway Pro Base Mattifying Primer. I bought it the same time I bought my hydrating one, but I just never really used this spot. Breaks my heart. Yeah, I just never really use it. It smells really good. Let's see how it works. Obviously, let me just fling wear because yeah, I don't need it on my face. But make sure you do moisturize, even though it is hot outside. Make sure you moisturize your skin, because that you cannot skip out on that. Oh my gosh, also make sure you've got your SPF. I picked up the, I don't know how to say this, this brand. I picked up this. It is decent. I'm not sure how my skin feels about it. I feel like I want to try the invisible fluid one. I feel like that might work better for me. Boom, we are primed and ready to go. So foundation, I'm going to jump into my NARS foundation. I just like the finish, and when I'm wearing makeup in the summer, I just don't like to feel like I've got a lot on. I like to feel quite like I can move my face. I don't want to feel like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on. I'm just gonna start applying this, and I'm gonna focus it more so around my mouth and just areas where I really need to even out my skin tone. In the summer, I just try to minimize my use of foundation, especially where I don't really need it. I definitely need to work on my skincare, because I definitely want to get to the point where I don't need foundation. Not that I feel like I need it now, but I just want my skin to be that clear. Do you get it? Do you get it? But yeah, I'm just gonna lightly even out my skin. So make sure I do my forehead and get around my brows. I don't want the halo effect. My nose has always been like a different color than my skin. I don't know, since I was a kid. I don't know why. Honestly, I've got like this. Probably just for lashes and I'll be gone. But I'm gonna show you guys what I do to elevate the look, to bring it up. You just gotta make sure you have that little je ne sais quoi to you. Let me show you what I do. I'm gonna throw on my angel lashes. They're really cute. So they are quite long, with 25mm. I do love these to give me like a little extra lift to my eyes. I like my long lashes, especially if they're this long, to be wispy, because I feel like it opens my eyes, but it doesn't look too heavy. It doesn't like I'm about to take flight and fly away. These lashes, for me, they're like the perfect balance of Ghetto Fabulous. Like, they're long, but they're wispy, and they... I'm gonna just put them on and show you guys what they're like. It took me about 10 minutes to put these freaking things on, because my lash glue dried out. I like to use... I'm gonna redact it, because the brand I'm not really, you know, supporting right now. I don't know why, like, that's crazy. If these lashes start gully creeping off, we both know why. It's not my usual, you know, lash glue. So for concealer, I'm gonna use my L'Oreal. This is like my favorite concealer. This is the 340 Infallible. I'm just gonna put my concealer kind of where I want to focus it. I'm trying to not use as much concealer as I usually do, just because I feel like it's kind of a waste. Like, I want to try and get the same what's it called, the same finish but with less product, you know. So I'm just gonna kind of spread it out here. So if you're not new to my channel, you guys know I leave my concealer to sit on my face for at least like a couple minutes, just so it like sits down and sticks for a little bit. These lashes, I think they're so cute. I'm just gonna blend out the edges. I like to blend very lightly, because I want the coverage to stay exactly where it is. I don't want to move it too much. But I'm just gonna up. And any excess, I just bring it towards my nose, like kind of like reverse contouring it. I'm going to go in with my cream contour, which I use the Fenty cream bronzer. It actually is in the shade Toffee Tease, which is more of a deeper shade, so it does give me more of a contour than a bronzer. I'm going to dip in and start sculpting. A little does go a long way with this, so it's like something that you kind of want to build up. Zoom to this side. And I always kind of draw like a C around my face with my contour. Not really to create any shadow, but it just makes it more consistent. When I start blending, it kind of gives it a consistency around my face, so I like doing that. And I'm just using the same beauty blender, kind of tip it on the side, blend that in. So now that my cream contour is done, I usually just do my nose, just usually how I usually do it. So it's some concealer and a darker concealer to map it out. Nothing too crazy. So now I'm just going to set my under eyes. I'm going to use my Huda Beauty powder. I do really like this. It's fine, and it doesn't feel very heavy, so I do like using it. I just use my foundation brush and go underneath. Sometimes I use like a powder brush, but I just like the way this pushes the powder in, so I just kind of tap. I also use a dry, this is the Real Technique sponge. I kind of set the sides of my nose, and also I just like to press the powder in underneath my eyes to make sure it is set. I'm going to go in with my blush. I'm going to use my Fenty cream blush. I absolutely love this stuff. It's so amazing. This is the daiquiri dip. I'm just going to use a nice blush brush. I'm actually using this Lily England brush in C2, and I'm going to apply. Do you know what? I'm actually gonna use my finger, because the way it applies with your finger is just unbeatable. With a brush, it looks nice that you get the color payoff, but you don't get the, like, how can I say it? You don't get the radiance without doing it with your finger. So I'm just gonna layer it on top of a Toffee Tease and bring it up. And I haven't bronzed yet, but because I'm bronzing with a powder, I want to layer up the cream before I put any more powder on, because obviously we've already set with a powder, so I don't want it to cling or anything like that. So I'm just going to blend this out with my ring finger, looking very blushed. I'm going to go in with the brush that I actually applied some of the daiquiri dip on, and kind of go over it. I'm now going to go in with my bronzer. I'm going to use my Glow bronzer from Makeup Revolution in the shade Dark. So I'm just going to kind of tap this and kind of layer on top of that Toffee Tease. And I'll also bring it up. So now I'm just going to apply some Huda Beauty powder just to clean up. Sometimes when I go with that bronzer, I can be a little bit heavy-handed. So I like to go, I would say like a smiley face when I'm cleaning up, because I don't like to do a straight line. I feel like straight lines just make under your jawline look super sharp. And you still want to have that femininity and that softness to your skin even when you're adding makeup. So I don't like to do things in straight lines, especially if it's not something like my brows or like my nose contour. I'm gonna use my SHAI Beauty highlighter. I'm gonna use the shade Shai Glow. Looks like that. And I'm gonna be quite careful with it, because with this cream blush, I have to be very careful. I don't like mixing stuff on top of the cream blush. I just don't think it layers very well. So I'm gonna use my Real Techniques setting brush. This is like my favorite ever highlight brush. I always use it like every video ever, because this is the only one that just does the job for me. And I'm just going to lightly apply that highlight to the top of that blush. I'm kind of like applying it and then kind of moving it a little bit just so it doesn't have that harsh look. Just literally the tiniest bit, and just kind of not going in a straight line, kind of going back and forth with it, but you don't want any gaps, so make sure it's kind of consistent and kind of just, what do you call that motion? Stippling? Dabbing? Just kind of stipple it. And I feel like summer's the best time to have a highlighter. Like, it just looks beautiful. And this isn't even any sun on me. This is literally just my window. It's not really that sunny today. It's quite gloomy actually. It's been raining. And this is how my skin looks just from the window. So when you use this cream products and you put a highlight on top, like, look at that. Like, my whole face, from my highlighter straight down to my bronzer contour, it's just, I can't. Wait.
A few moments later.
It's raining like crazy. I don't know if you guys can hear. You can definitely hear that. Typical English weather. I'm just gonna blend out the powder. My brush, I always blend upwards when it comes to powder because I feel like when you blend away, it creates a line. So I always blend up, even though it kind of dropped off. Just gonna bring that red tint back. I'm just obsessed. Like, when it comes to this blush, like, this comes with me. If I'm wearing this blush, it's definitely in my bag because I could just reapply it, and I just obsessed. Love it. I'm gonna use that highlight as well on my nose. Just gonna tip here, just put a little bit here. For today, I'm gonna go for a gloss because I'm a gloss queen. I love it. I'm just gonna use this brow pencil. This is in brunette, the MUA pencil in brunette. I use this to line my lips. It's like £1. It's really cheap. I'm gonna use my SHAI Beauty lip gloss in BAESIC. It smells so good. I'm just gonna set my face. I have been using, well, you guys know my favorite is the Morphe. But I would say if you want your face to really last really long, the Revolution's fixing sprays are really good. They are really high in alcohol. They're quite strong, but they will keep your makeup set. Like, for me, in my experience, they work really well for me. I've tried the Urban Decay All Nighter. Don't really see the hype around it. I don't. The Morphe setting spray, I do really like. It's one of my favorites, but to keep my makeup in place, I probably layer it up with the Revolution just to be sure. But this, if you're not going anywhere special, if you're not really bothered about your makeup not lasting the longest, then definitely go ahead and use this. In the winter it works great, but as far as like being a fixing spray, this isn't really a fixing spray, it's more of a mist. So I'm just gonna apply this for today. At this point, I go back in with my Huda powder and I kind of just set anywhere. I mean, around my mouth I usually always go for my MAC, but just to show you guys for videos purposes, I usually just go in with my Huda, especially under my eyes and on my forehead, just because the Morphe does give your skin that more radiance. I just like to make sure everything's locked in. Okay, so I'm back. I just kind of finessed the baby hairs a little bit. This is the finished look for my summer makeup tutorial. Very simple, very easy, kind of close to like my everyday makeup look. I just a little bit choosy with the products I use and just the techniques I use. These two cream products, I love them for my summer makeup looks. They're just the perfect finish and they give me what I need. Of course, my SHAI Beauty highlight as well. Like, those three is a need, it's a must. Like, come on, like, what is summer without a glow? If you're not walking around with a glow in summer, what is you doing, girl? But yeah, this is the end of today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.